Investor Playbook audience. This is Deshaun Edwards and Cornell. We are here live with Investors Playbook. As you know, we do this every week. So, welcome in. Today, we got to hit on Black Friday. Black Friday is coming up, and we want to make sure that we get the message out to basically say, don't get hypnotized by the Black Friday sales, man. Don't get hypnotized by the Black Friday sales. Cornell, I know that we like to talk a lot about the difference between a consumer mindset and an investor's mindset. Can you kind of just give a little background on both? A little background on both, man. And
For sure.
yeah, go for it.
For sure. So I know most people that we come in contact with, of course, have a consumer mindset. And I think it's built by design due to, financial literacy not being, taught in grade schools and people just not being exposed to it even after high school. So a consumer mindset is someone that feels like money is for spending. They get a check and they spend all of it because they feel like that is what it's for. So they focus on what the money can buy today. Their goal is comfort, convenience, and of course status. People got to flex on people, and also it's I earned it, so I deserve to spend it, right?
Right.
But an investor mindset is slightly different. Well, it's significantly different. Um, we see money as a tool to buy freedom. So instead of us trading our time to get money, we use our money to make more money to free up our time, right?
Mhm, mhm.
And we focus on what money can become tomorrow rather than what it can get us today. So the goal is ownership, cash flow, and also long-term security rather than, hey, how can this make me feel good today? That
Right.
that that instant gratification. And if I buy this, will it make me more money later? That's the ultimate thing that we think of when we're putting money into something.
Yeah. I think that how can this make me money later is definitely the key definitive description of having an investor's mindset, because I'm telling you, people have this idea that if I get this, I'll feel good and that'll solve all my problems with a lot of situations, right? And what we're seeing now is on Black Friday, and it happens every year. Black Friday is not new. It's not something that it came out the sky. Like, it's a very regular thing. But what we see is this flux of people who didn't need things and now they need everything, right? They weren't even thinking about buying this stuff, but now they see that it got slashed or the price got slashed. So they're like, oh, I think I do need that. I think I do need that. I think I do need that. And before, you were doing just fine without it. So, and I'm not saying don't go shopping on Black Friday. I'm saying go with the plan. Don't scroll Amazon looking for things to buy, right? That's my request. If you have something that you have been waiting for Black Friday for, you know that, okay, you're going to pause on it because Black Friday is coming up and you want to get a deal. That's different than literally scrolling Amazon or walking through the stores to see what's on sale, because you're going to find something that you need, right? You're going to find something that you need. But is that something that you buy going to, again, promote you, elevate you, get you more money? Now, if it's a business expense, if it's something that can like teach you something, by all means. But the consumer mindset, like Cornell mentioned, is one where we just figure out how can we buy this thing to feel good in this moment right now, thinking less about the opportunity cost, the money that is going to take away from investing, and also not thinking about how whatever this is that I'm buying is going to make me more money in the future. So, yeah, just wanted to put that message out there. Black Friday, I mean, we're already seeing Black Friday sales. I say Black Friday is coming up, but we know Black Friday starts like the week before Black Friday even gets here. So yeah. But yeah, man, just in adopting that investor's mindset. And something else I wanted to ask you too, Cornell, with the dip, with the discount in the market, I feel like now is probably one of the perfect times to adopt that investor's mindset. Talk more about that, bro.
Man, I'm glad that you mentioned that because I was thinking it, man. it's the perfect time to be honest because it's Black Friday in the market. So,
Yes.
previously, maybe like two weeks ago, stocks were at a premium. Everything was at an all-time high. It was expensive to get assets. But now we've had this sharp decrease in the stock market, sharp decrease in cryptocurrency. So, whatever you're buying now, you can get more of that share with less money.
Yep.
So, the less that you spend on clothes, jewelry, and things of that nature, the more you can spend on assets. That's opportunity cost. Because anything that you spend on one item, you lose all other opportunities for that money.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on it?
No, I agree with you 100%, man. Not a lot of people know about the historic event that happened called Black Monday. One of the most, you never heard of that?
I've never heard of it.
Black Monday was an event that happened in the stock market, um, 1987, bro. It was October 19th, 1987. The Dow Jones lost 22% of its value in a single day. Probably one of the most dramatic and worst Mondays of the stock market. Um, yeah, this is when like computer trading was becoming new, and a lot of people didn't really know what was going on. Risking like heavy bets. But anyways, I feel like Black Friday derived from that. I might be making that up. But what happened was the stock market dropped 22%. Like that is crazy. We're seeing a
Mm.
dip. We're like, oh, it's dipping and it goes down 2%, 3%, 22% in a single day. That's what happened. And I'm not saying that's what we're seeing now, but the idea of Black Friday also flowing over to what the stock market is doing. I mean, yeah, it makes you think in moments like these, what do you do? Do you panic? Do you sell all the stocks hoping that you can keep some of the money before it goes to zero? Or do you keep a level head and do you understand that this is an opportunity to really make some coin, like make some serious bread? So, yeah, we talk a lot about scarcity mindset and wealth mindset. This is one of those times, literally, where you have to hold fast and just realize this is what the stock market does. It dips, it goes down. This is what crypto does. We've seen it hit 100K and then pull all the way back to 70K before. This is not a surprise, right? Like it going to 80, what was it? 81, I think was the lowest
I think
within the
around
past.
81. Yeah. Went from
And
127 to like 81,000.
and that will scare people, bruh. You feel me? That's a 40K almost. No, that's a 40K dip because it was at 122 or something, 123.
Yep.
It's a
Over 40.
40K. Yeah, it's a 40K dip in like a month and a half. So that could definitely shake some hands. But again, if it's an asset you trust, if it's a company you trust, understand that this is just what happens with the stock market, and you cannot panic. If anything, panicking won't get you anywhere. If it's a decision where you say, okay, you want to liquidate, that's fine, but make it soundly. Don't do it out of fear, right? So think about the outcome and the repercussions of you taking money out of the market now that your gains have went away a little bit at that, just a little bit. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that part, man. It's definitely an opportunity for a lot of investors, and those who are not investing. And it's an opportunity for y'all too. Get off the sidelines, start. You know,
Start, man.
yeah.
But one thing that I have been noticing, a lot more people are asking me about investing. Like, so most times I'll be having like just our logo on, and people will stop me and be like, "Hey, what is that?"
Hmm.
And most times it's people that don't know anything about investing and just want to learn more. But sometimes, man, I meet these people that invest through life insurance, and I know that's not what the topic of this is, man. But I
Yeah.
am I am extremely skeptical of people that do that, bro.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's such a common thing, and people talk about these IULs and things of that nature, man. I just I just don't understand, man.
Yeah.
Don't understand.
I I've I think I have learned to understand why people do it. I still don't think that it's not something that I agree with. I think that there is a asset that should be life insurance, and then there is investing. And trying to combine those two creates confusion. But what they put on top of that is, let's just put a bunch of icing around this mud pie and show everyone it's super easy. You can invest and you have life insurance and it's great. And there's no way you can lose money. Like saying things like no way and there's guaranteed and all that stuff. That's how it becomes enticing. And it's not gonna like, cause you to lose money. I mean, if you think about it in the sense of you invest in this and your money goes away, but it does prevent you from making or maximizing, which in a sense causes you to lose money, but you get what I'm saying. It doesn't allow you to maximize the amount of money that you can invest. So I think it's a tool for a certain demographic, maybe people who want to be more hands off. But there are other ways that you can be hands off and not do the life insurance slash investing. Still have life insurance, but just invest a regular way, right? As much as you want. um, but I think it's that the fear that a lot of times when they're having these conversations, it's like, but if you invest, you could lose your money. And that's not how you should ever talk about. I mean, you have to say that because it's true, but that shouldn't be the driver to not invest in the stock
Yeah.
market in a normal fashion, right? Like if you invest in the stock market, there's a chance you lose your money, but you invest in this extremely safe, slow way to make some money. I mean, yeah, sure, that's fine too. Um, but that's
And
where
honestly,
research comes into
man,
play.
I know
Go ahead.
people say that, and people say like things like investing in single stocks is risky. And
Mhm,
but man, if you look at the history of a lot of these things like Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, it's like I don't see it as being very risky if you're investing over long periods of time. Okay, if you're putting your money in for like 1 year because you're trying to make enough for a house or something like that. Okay, I understand that. In 1 year's time, you could possibly be down. But if you look at
absolutely.
any of the Magnificent Seven and you look at just the history of those stocks, I don't see it as risky. Um, in a lot of these businesses, if they were to just go away, we'd be screwed as a nation. So I know I look for things like that because there's a lot more security. The US will bail these companies out before they were to just vanish. Like
Mhm,
Microsoft, we're too intertwined with Microsoft.
yeah,
Most of our computers interface is Windows. So it's like we need it.
yeah. Same with Amazon. You saw what happened when their AWS servers went down. Half the country stopped being able to operate, bro. We were
And
stuck.
before that, I didn't even realize how significant Amazon was. But that event right there shows you how important these businesses are.
Exactly, bro. So I'm with you. I think that there is a safe way to invest in single stocks. What people start to do is try and make a quick buck. And I remember being that person who invested in a stock that was less than $5, hoping that it doubles. Those penny stocks can be that's like kind of like playing the lottery a little bit. Like that's when you're crossing your fingers and saying, I hope, I hope, I hope. That is the danger of the stock market because there's so many different pieces of I'll just say like imagine going into a candy store or even going into a video game store. You can play the video game that everybody plays and knows that it's going to be great, or you can go find some cheap video game from the bin for 2.99 and that joint be trash. And now you wasted, you know, $3 and some time because you're wanting this game or hoping that this no name game, this random thing in the bin is just gonna be fun. And that's what happens with these penny stocks, and that's what happens a lot just with these companies that don't have a good reputation. They
Yeah.
might hear a word from a friend and be like, "Oh, you got to invest in this." Same thing that was happening with all the crypto haze. I mean, the the cryptocurrency craze, like when everyone was, we felt, safe moon. We thought it was going to be something that was
To the
going to
moon.
take us safely to the moon. But yeah,
Safe moon.
to the moon. But yeah, man, just make one thing to make sure that people understand investing is investing comes with adopting an investor's mindset, right? You can have and want certain items, like if you want to be a consumer and purchase, but again, just think about the next step. If it's something that you want to purchase, understand that this is money that is not going to go towards investing, or that can just, it's not going to go towards investing because you're deciding to put it somewhere else. Um,
Yep.
yeah, and if you have a plan for it, that's fine, but just don't get caught in the Black Friday hypnosis. Is what I'm dubbing it as.
And just remember, things are temporary. Like, so you're
Mhm,
buying these things that are 10 years from now, you're probably not going to have a lot of these things.
mhm.
Yeah. Even if it's a car, like 10 years from now, you're going to be thinking about getting a new car.
Yeah, if
So,
not already in a new car, you feel me?
if not
Ten.
already in a new car. So, be very mindful of just what you're buying,
Mhm.
the longevity of whatever you're buying. Because the thing is, if you buy asset, like in the stock market, you buy like Microsoft, that could be 7x
Yeah,
in 10 years. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah,
either you can buy something that's depreciating in value and hurting your pockets, or you can buy something that's allowing you to buy more in the future. So that's where that choice
exactly.
comes in. And that's where the difference between consumer mindset and investor mindset become a factor.
Yeah, that's it. All right, man. Well, look, appreciate everybody pulling up.
Yeah, for sure.
We hope y'all learned something from this episode. And yeah, man, as Black Friday sales come into play, just remember what we said in this episode right here. And yeah,
Yeah, and just thank you to each and every one of y'all. I
yeah,
really appreciate you.
definitely, definitely. All right, man. We gonna wrap it up. We're gonna catch y'all next week.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.